set to go. Youngwei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Tight end right, tight end right.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott, toss right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Ferris in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
43 rail.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Down inside the 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
17. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Ferris. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ferris.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ready, go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Algier will try to pick it up.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Ferris. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
The point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Down. Yellow. 22.
Let's go.
Slice. 97.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. 45's the mic.
Green Jack.
Here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Keenan Allen, 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready, set.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check pass.
Back to throw. Ferris.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Come on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Let's go. Hey, go, Mike.
Looking to throw. Ferris. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
It's our time. 31.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. All day, punt.
Hey, smash.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Peek edge.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
SOS.
19 Lions. On the ball. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
40 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Red, yellow.
Seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready. 10 black.
Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 9. Mike 9.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow.
Come off the ball hard.
22 needle.
Crunch.
Black shock. Hut, hut.
2nd and 9 now. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Okay,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We own them. Check 4, check 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Ferris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Here
Snap
we
will
go.
come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Come on, set.
The Atlanta
32.
offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Set the tone.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And caught by London. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Set, ready.
2nd down and 4.
95.
45's the mic. I'm here all day. 45's the mic.
Set, hut.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I got wide, I got wide.
Set, hut.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hands it off out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Ferris. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Ferris. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 23. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got him.
They run it with Polk. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ferris. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Ferris. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. To throw again. Ferris. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down.
Get up! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! We ain't giving up! Chop 60! Chop 60!
Hey, check Mike 34! Mike 34! I'm coming! Let's go, 8.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
31's the mic.
To Evans on the slant. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Panther 60.
31.
Inside give to Elliott, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shit.
Buffalo 18.
31's the mic.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Get in the weight room. Check, 45's the mark. Ready, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready,
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 27 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw again. Shake, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Ferris, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So time run.